I used to think that my life was a tragedy. But now I realize it's a comedy.
I hit the jeweler, got some goals. I sold a little weed, but I could never sell my soul. And when I'm in LA, you find me out in Lil Tote. Come a vocal with my ramen, I'ma need another bowl. Let's go.
Hello, Christine Weston Chandler here. Finn about to merge with and get possessed by Magi-chan. Let the transcendence begin.
I need an arm and leg. I need an arm and head. Cartier leather leg. Arm and leg. Headed check.
Sup, beaches? It's Chad Warden here. Now, when I started doing Sonic commentary videos, I promised myself there were 3 videos I would never make. And those 3 videos were an Akai Dahlia video, a Yoshi 1 video, and a Chris Chan video. And there are 2 very important reasons why. 1, they have been done to death. There's no reason making another video on a certain person if the market is already oversaturated. And 2, I'd be covering them way too late. When I make a video on a certain person, I would like a reason to do so. I want a certain point to be made. So tell me then, what is the point of making another Akai Dahlia video 7 years after the point's been made? Despite me saying no countless times, people still ask me to make a video on Yoshi 1 and Akai Dahlia, and the answer will always be no. If my channel existed like 7 years ago, and I was doing videos like 7 years ago, then hell yeah, I'll do an Akai Dahlia rant. Give me the DeLorean. Let's go back in time, boy. But in current year, nah, there's no reason. There really is no reason. However, Chris Chan is an interesting case. Despite being in the community since at least 2005, whatever the fuck. Chris Chan somehow still remains relevant. Kind of. The man still gets videos made on him. In fact, there are channels almost entirely dedicated to Chris Chan. Gino, Samuel, Gibby, and Dylan Thomas are all examples of this. Furthermore, these are people who do a way better job than, in my opinion, I ever could. Furthermore, Chris Chan doesn't just have YouTube channels dedicated to him, but an entire wiki about him. Not a Wikipedia page, a wiki. So why am I, the best Sonic tuber of all time, selling my soul to Chris Chan videos and reviewing Sonichu? Well, first of all, my friend Detective Fat Weedington bought me Cyberpunk 2077, but in exchange, I had to make a Chris Chan video. But secondly, I think it'd be interesting to look back at Sonichu in general, but under a different lens. I recently did a video on Guptil89's top 10 hottest Sonic characters video, and while that was partially like a joke video, the idea remained the same. Take an old Sonic fanfiction or Sonic cringe thing and look at it under the lens of post-irony. We're doing a Sonichu critique in a post-D's Nuts world. Also, side note, if this video does well, I might make this a whole series. I don't know yet, but hopefully you enjoy this video and maybe even get a bit nostalgic.
Here, this make you all nostalgic?
You know, that is actually before my time. That is a winner, though.
And I need a lady.
So some of you may be wondering, how was Sonichu created? How was this beautiful creature brought into this world? Well, my friend, I'm about to tell you. Now, I won't be going every single detail, and that's for 2 reasons. 1, to go over every single detail of Sonichu and Chris Chan and everything would require you to be able to recite the Odyssey backwards, get a PhD 5 times, and beat Dark Souls blindfolded all at the exact exact same time, just because of how much information is there. Once again, there is literally an entire wiki dedicated to this shit. And secondly, this is more of a video reviewing Sonichu issue 0 than a video about everything Chris Chan has done. If you are looking for a Chris Chan history video, I recommend going somewhere else. There are hundreds and hundreds of videos that cover the topic better than I ever could. But anyways, the question is, what is Sonichu? Well, I'm glad you asked. Sonichu is a fan character created by Christian Weston Chandler, better known by his internet alias Chris Chan, and refers to himself now as Christine Weston Chandler, even though his definition of transsexual is putting a pencil in between his dick and his balls. Not even kidding. Basically, he John Wicked his ball sack. But I digress. Anyways, the origins of Sonichu begin when Chris Chan was in high school. The story goes that in Chris Chan's computer design class, he had to make a CD album cover for a project. However, there was one problem. Chris Chan wanted to use Sonic and Pikachu on his album cover. However, those were copyrighted characters. Therefore, he wasn't allowed to use them. So, in his infinite genius, he created Sonichu, a combination of Sonic and Pikachu. And thus, Sonichu was born. A few years later, Chris Chan eventually created Sonichu issue 0. No, not issue 1, issue 0. And it would go down in history as the beginning of an era. Now, if you couldn't tell already, Chris Chan is very much lacking in originality. His idea of a brand new character is just smushing two pre-existing characters together. However, believe it or not, once you actually get into Sonichu issue 0, this shit actually gets worse. So, without further ado, I present to you Sonichu issue 0.